Seasons change. And I believe your season is about to change. And I don't just say that because it sounds good, but you have to believe that, right? I do believe better days are coming for your life. You always have to hold on to that because faith is everything, right? Faith doesn't mean that we see it. Faith means that we have belief in the unseen. Faith means that I know a door is going to open for my life that doesn't exist. Faith says, man, I know seasons are going to change. I know better is coming to my life. Even though I can't see it coming, I know it's coming. I want you to start literally operating your life with intentional faith. What I mean by that, and this is not the message, I want to give you this, but what I mean by that is faith, be intentional with it. Tell yourself what you're going to believe. Tell yourself how you're going to see things. Tell yourself how you're going to control your perspective. Tell yourself how you're going to show up in the world with intentional faith. My intentional faith says, I know my life is getting better. I know God has something for me. I know I will heal. I know my healing is coming. I know my breakthrough is coming. That is intentional faith. And what I mean by intentional faith also, I don't just think it, I put action behind it. Right? Intentional faith says, I believe it. And so since I believe it, I'm putting action behind it. I believe my healing is coming. I believe my best body, my best health is coming. But you see me out here putting action by running, right? I'm going to meet it. I'm not just going to wait for it. I'm going to meet it. I don't know when God's going to give it to my life. Obviously, it's not going to happen on my time, and it never does. But it will happen on the perfect time of your life needs. So right now, in this chat, if you're going to start operating with intentional faith, meaning that you're going to believe positive things, you're going to believe and trust God. You're going to trust God that God's going to provide. God's going to make a way. God is the way maker. He's the burden carrier. Give your burdens to him. Trust him to make a way in your life. Always. If you look back on your life, it might not have been how you wanted it to be, but God has always came through. Always came through for you. And so keep believing that. And the intentional faith part is we're going to add action, right? We're going to add action to what we say we believe in. That's what we're going to do. So my message to everybody on this live right now, my message to you is this. Why not? Why not? And I'm going to be real with you and straight up with you. This might strike a chord. It might hit a nerve, but you know I love you. You know I appreciate you. You know I'm giving you these messages because I really want you to transform your life because it's available to you. I don't want you to live a settled life that you're not meant to live. I want you to live the life and go get the life that you are meant to live. But I see a lot of people, and I've been a part of these people. I'm not exempt. But oftentimes we use excuses of why our life is where it's at, right? We blame the past relationship. Because this person hurt me, this is why my life the way it is. And I'm not undermining that. I know that was a hard season to get through, but you are powerful than the person that hurt you. There's more to your life than that season, that person. Some of us are saying, man, because how the government is, because how my friends did me, because of this situation, this is why my life is like it is. And the truth is, it might have brought you to a season of why your life was that way. But at some point, we have to wake up and we got to say, you know what? It brought me here, but it's not going to keep me here. Everybody write in the chat right now. It brought me here, but it's not going to keep me here. Yeah, the NFL cut me. It brought me to depression, but I promise you it's not going to keep me here. Yep, people walked out of my life. It brought me to a place where I was questioning my worth. Yep, it brought me there, but I promise you it's not going to keep me there. So I want everybody in the chat to right now, write in the chat. It brought me here, but it's not going to keep me here. Okay, so whatever it is, we're going to let go of that excuse. We're going to let go of that truth. We're going to let go of the truth that doesn't serve us anymore. That was a chapter, that was a time in our life, and we're going to go get our best life. We're going to move into our best season, but we can't get better for our life if we're holding on to worse. We can't get the more for our life if we're holding on to less. We cannot do that. It's physically, emotionally, spiritually impossible. We have to learn how to let go. So my question for everybody on this live that I asked myself in this run, because I'm going to be real with you, I am struggling getting back in shape, running shape. I'm struggling. But I'm proud of myself because I know in the struggle, I'm showing up. See, a lot of people struggle and they quit. A lot of people struggle and they stop. A lot of people struggle and they no longer show up. My friend, you're showing up. You might not have the strength that you want. It might not look the way that you hope it will look right now, but you're showing up. You're getting through everything you're going through. You're showing up. So I told myself on this run, Trent, you could be at the house chilling right now in the same position, but you're moving through it. And sometimes moving through it doesn't feel good. Sometimes you have to go through pain moments to get to your biggest growth moments. So it's a part of the process. You got to attack the process and trust the process. So I'm proud of myself. And I asked myself this question, why not? Why not get in the best shape possible, Trent? Why not take your life to another level? Why not be a better father, better husband? Why not be a better servant? Why not be a better speaker? Why not? Why not be a better friend? Why not? And whatever excuse comes to your brain, I want you to dismiss it. Because when we ask ourselves that, why not? We start to think about, well, my parents didn't love me. Well, this person did this to me. Well, my finances. Well, this and well, that. And though that might be true, it is still not your truth. Does that make sense? It might be true. That's a word right there. But it's still not your truth. Write that in the chat. Yes, it might be true. Yes, this person did you wrong. Yes, this person made you settle for less. Yes, this person made you feel like you're yes. Yes, your parents set you up for failure. Yes, the job fired you. Yes, the job said that you weren't worth anything to them. That might be true. They might have said that. They might have did that. They probably did. But it's not your truth. Because your truth is you are more than a conqueror. Your truth is God set you apart before he knew you and before he formed you in the womb. Your truth is God has a plan for your life. Your truth is why not you? Why not you be the one that shows everybody else that you can go through things and get through things? Because somebody needs an example. Somebody needs an example in your family tree. Somebody needs an example of breaking generational curses. Somebody needs an example of breaking generational trauma. Why not? Why not you be the one that goes through a lot but still comes out on top, that still gets stronger through everything that you're going through? Why not? And whatever excuse you give yourself, I want you to dismiss that excuse and deliver yourself from that excuse. Pray for deliverance from that excuse. I had the excuse, Trent, you'll never be in the best shape again because your foot, because your body ain't the same, because you went through these surgeries, all the things. And that might be true, but it's not my truth. I'm going to go find out. If it's true, I'm going to go find out. If that's my truth, I'm going to go find out. But I refuse to sit on my butt, to sit on my behind and not go attack my best life. Because once we stop growing, we start dying. Once we stop growing, we start accepting life, and then it messes with our emotional state, our emotional health. And we just live a life as a zombie. We just live life, going through life, waking up every single day with no purpose, no intention, with no meaning. And we end up not having any love, any energy, any intention towards attacking every single day. Now, I'm not telling you got to be Macho Man. I'm not telling you got to be Rambo going through the day. But I am telling you why not. I am telling you why not you. If you know me and follow my story, that changed my life. When I told myself, why not me? Why not I be the one that shifts the generation? Why not I be the one that lets people know their self-worth? Why not I be the one, one of the biggest speakers in this generation? Why not? And I had every reason to believe that I couldn't be it. I had every truth to believe that it wasn't going to be me. I had every reason to do it. But I said, that's not going to be my truth. And I went to go find out with my life. So in this message this Sunday, this week, go find out, man. This week, go attack your life. Go attack with your faith. Go live in intentional faith. Go find out. It might have brought you here, but it don't have to keep you here. You're choosing to stay where you're at. You're choosing it. And don't take that out of context, but you're choosing to stay where you're at. If you don't like your circumstances, do something about it. I'm tired of seeing people complain without changing. I'm tired of seeing people feel sorry for themselves and put the blame on everybody else. No, it's on you. If you're not working hard, if you're not doing the things to put yourself and your family in better position every single day, you just live a life of accepting less, evaluate your life. I'm speaking to myself too. This ain't just for you, it's for me too. Evaluate your life. If you're sitting on your hands and you expecting somebody else to do something for your life and you're not putting any initiative and action towards your own life, that's on you. Look at your life. Look at the people around you. How are you influencing your kids? How are you influencing the people around you? Are they getting better because of you? That'll tell you a lot of how you live in your life, because I promise you this, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but toot. If you come around me, y'all know how I bring it. I promise you, I'm going to make your life better in some type of way. Not even with my words, but with my actions. You're going to see me struggle and trying to get back in shape. You're going to be like, dang, Trent is really pushing himself through this. I'm inspiring you that you're going to see me attack every single day with my best, even though my best sometimes looks like barely making it, just like a lot of us at times. But I refuse to be an example of selling for less. I refuse to be an example of just accepting what this world gives me. I refuse to do that. So why not, man? That's the question you got to ask yourself. If you've been out of shape, you've been overweight or underweight for a majority of your life, why not? Why can't you get into better shape? Why not? What's the excuse? Oh, my age? Oh, because I'm a dad of 3? Because I'm 50-something years old? Because I can find proof in every area where somebody has debunked that excuse. Oh, you know what? My dreams, I can't go dream. I got to accept this job that I hate because I'm 50-something years old. I'm 60, I'm 70 years old. I bet you can find an example of somebody said, why not? I bet you can in this world. But a lot of us don't believe in ourselves because we really don't believe in God. We say we believe in God. We talk about we believe in God. But if you believed in God, you wouldn't be operating in sadness. If you believed in God, you wouldn't be operating in less. If you really believed in God, you wouldn't be operating. And I'm speaking to myself too. Because sometimes I say, Trent, you really believe in God, bro? If you really believe in God, why are you carrying yourself like this? If you really believe in God, bro, why are you acting like God ain't got you? Why are you acting like God can't deliver you from it? If you really believe in God. See, some of us say we believe, we talk about that stuff on Facebook, we post quotes. When it comes down to it, when we look at our life, we look at our action, we look at how we live, is it real? Make it real, man. I'm not telling you got to do all this crazy stuff. Make one shift in your life. Make one change in your life. Why not? And whatever excuse you're writing in the chat, I see a person paralyzed that live their best life now. I've seen it all. I've seen it all. I've been around it all. I've seen basically every situation where somebody has used a negative situation. I've seen a person with no limbs live a better life than what he had when he had limbs. Why not? Your mental health, your mindset is everything. It's everything. How you believe is everything. Your intentional faith is everything. But a lot of people don't believe. A lot of people don't. A lot of people just want things to happen. They live with an open hand. They want everything to be given to them, and they don't want to give anything. Give more of yourself. Give more help. Give more support. Show up bigger and bolder. And watch how your life starts to change. And I'm not talking about the physical things. I'm talking about the spiritual and emotional change, because that's the greatest change you can have. Because when you change mentally and emotionally, that's when everything changes. We each can attest to this. I know I've been in places where my life where physical, man, I'm living a great life, but mentally I am drained. And I had the opposite, where I'm living an okay life on the outside, the things and stuff like that, the physical stuff, but mentally I'm great. Spiritually I'm great, and I just feel better, and I'm able to do more. So when I say take care of your mental health, it's not just about sitting in your room and isolating yourself. It's about going out there and doing the trifecta. Going out there and acting on your purpose. Going out there and moving your body to shift your mood. Going out there to make sure you're taking care of your body. Going out there making sure you're serving. Making sure you're showing yourself that you're capable, man. Y'all think this is available to me? You think I'm some special person that just found the secret to life? I actually found the secret to life. You know what it is? The secret to life is get off your butt, control what you can control, and pray about what you can. That's the secret to life. If you want to change something, start changing it. Work towards it, because this world ain't going to do it for you. Ain't nobody going to do it for you. Some of y'all are bitter inside and hold a resentment to people because you're expecting the person to do something for your life that you ain't doing. You expect somebody to change your life and give you a raise and do this for you and do more for you and help you here and all these things. You expecting, you haven't earned it. You haven't showed it to yourself. You haven't proved it to anybody around you. But yet you feeling bitter because you think that you deserve something. Let me tell you something. You deserve exactly what you give yourself. You deserve exactly what you settle for. I know that hurts some people. I know some people might unfollow me, but it's true. And it's the same conversation I had with me. When I stop expecting things from people, when I stop expecting handouts, when I stop expecting people to give me what I wasn't giving myself, my life changed. It shifted financially, spiritually, everything. It shifted. I say, you know what? It's on me. I pointed the thumb at myself and said it's on me. Right? Some of y'all in the chat right now, point the thumb at yourself. Say it with me. I don't care where you at. Say it with me. It's on me. It's on me. It all starts with you. That's a message of accountability, elite accountability. Those 5 words trigger elite accountability, elite ownership. It's on me. Don't blame wifey. Don't blame husband. Don't blame your kids. It's on you. It's on you to shift the energy. It's on you to shift the mood. It's on you to be the leader of your family. They might not get it right now, but it's on you to say how I'm leading, how I'm going to lead. It's on you to lead your team. It's on you to lead your life. It's on you. Point the thumb at yourself and say it's on me. That's when my life changed, y'all. When I stopped doing this. Oh, this person did me wrong. Oh, this person did this. This is why I'm at, why I'm here with my life. This person ain't doing this for me. Oh, this person ain't treating me fair. Oh, this person this and this person that. When I said it's on me, because I'm allowing it. I'm allowing it. I'm accepting. I'm still staying a part of it. I'm going to tell you right now, when people didn't give me my worth, I didn't start crying and say, oh, you're not giving me my worth. I left. And I gave myself my own worth. When jobs wouldn't give me my worth, I didn't point my thumb and say, oh, you're not giving me my worth. I might have asked, hey, and they say, hey, no, this is what you're worth. And I believe I was worth more. You know what I did? I created my own. I stopped begging people to be a part of their thing, and I created my own. And I say, you know what? I'm not going to depend on another human to give me something for my life and do something for my family. It's on me. And sometimes I fall short. Sometimes I struggle. Sometimes I'm not my best. But I tell you one thing, I will not fold. I will not quit. I will not surrender to anything in this world. I'm going to keep going until I tap out. I have no choice. But some of us, we don't want to hear that message, that accountability message. We want to hear, oh, yeah, they broke my heart and it's them and this and all these things. That might be truth. That might be true, but it's not your truth. You got to dust yourself off, straighten up your crown and say, you know what? This is how I'm living the rest of this year. And I know you heard this before. I know you heard these things before. But if you literally dedicated your life for the rest of this year, and I know this year, less than 8% of people are actually going to do this. I know 92% of people don't stick to anything in their life. It's just fact, statistics. Don't get mad at me. But if you say I'm going to live the rest of this year and I'm going to dedicate to doing my best and being my best this year, you think your life wouldn't change? And I'm not saying your finances. I'm not saying all the things that you kind of can't control in a sense. I'm talking about how you feel about yourself, because that's the start. When you feel different about yourself, it's just things happen around you for good. I can't explain it, but when you start giving yourself that gift of responsibility, that gift of ownership, when you start loving yourself more, like really, I know we post about those things. Oh, I love myself. It's my year. It's the soft girl era year. It's the tough guy era. And we say these things, but then we don't live by these things. Because if you really live by these things, it would show. It would show in your life. It's easy to post it, but it's hard to live it. It's easy to repost a quote, but it's hard to live by it. And the truth is, I'm going to say this and I'm going to get off here because I got to finish my walk. The truth is, a lot of us, we get on social media and we post these things, we talk about these things, and I've been guilty of this too, y'all. I'm not exempt from this, and I have to check myself. But we post these things, right? These things and these affirmations and all this good stuff, and I love the intention, because without intention, we can't change anything. I love the intention, but what we do is we post these things and then we get likes, right? We have people say, oh, good job, girl. You go, girl. I see you, big dog, right? And we feel good. We get that endorphin rush. We get that dopamine hit. We get that pat on the back without actually earning it. You know what we do? We say, oh, this is all I got to do to feel good. And it gives you a quick little high that's temporary. And what you don't do is that you don't follow through on the actions, the intentions, the plans that you set forth. But yet, you can get credit, you can get appreciation, you can get encouragement as if you did. But you can't fool yourself. And what starts to happen, you start to live in shame, you start to live in guilt. I'm not saying don't post good things, because you should. What I'm saying is follow through. Follow through, because when you make it real, whew, you're going to meet that greatest you. You're going to meet this greatest you. Jana, I'm praying for you. If that's true, I'm praying for you, Jana. Everybody pray for Jana. I'm sorry to hear that. I only have the words to give you. God loves you, Jana. I want to say that to you. But you got to straighten up your crown. And listen, I know it's hard, man. Don't take this message of me saying it's easy. I know you want to say, but Trent. I know you want to say, but Trent. That's what we default to. But you've been saying too many buts for too long. But Trent, but, no. It's going to be and. You know what? It's going to be and. Now, everybody write and in the comments. No more buts. No more buts. Trent, this happened to me. You know, Trent, I want to go do it, but this happened to me. My life changed, y'all. And I'm telling you these things in real time. Y'all be wanting some formula to success. It's easy. It's easy when you wake up and realize you can control what you can control and pray about what you can't. I used to say, I want to do better, but the NFL cut me. But nobody loves me. But. And those things might be true, but it's not my truth. And it changed when I said, the NFL cut me. And I'm still going to go create a better life. Yep, this person did this to me, and I'm still going to live my best life. Right? You putting a period, you putting a exclamation mark, you ending a sentence in your life when it's not over, man. You still got more life to live. I know you want to go to your excuses, and I say excuse, I know it sounds harsh, but that's what it is. Even if it's the truth, it's still an excuse. If it's taking you away from living your best life, it's an excuse. And a lot of times, even the truth makes us feel good. Makes us feel good about staying where we're at, right? It makes us be okay. It gives us a reason to be like, okay, this is why my life is like this. I could have told the story of me getting cut from the NFL. I know it happened over 12 years ago. In 2009, actually longer than 12 years ago, I could have told that story for the rest of my life and people would have understood. But I said, man, I refuse for this to be the end of my life. I could have told that story. Yep, they did me wrong. They cut me. That's all I ever knew. I never worked a job. So how am I supposed to go live my life? I don't know anything else outside of football. And that would have made a great story. People would have felt sorry for me. They would have understood, oh, okay, this is why Trent's depressed. This is why Trent's addicted to drugs. This is why Trent is living a life that he's living. People would have understood. But I would have let my family down. I would have let God down. And I didn't want that to be my story. I didn't want that to be my story. So I said, yeah, that's what I went through. But I'm not staying here. It might have brought me here. It might have brought me to rock bottom, because it did. But it won't keep me here. So when you leave today, after I press in, I really want you to examine if you're really serious about change, right? Some of y'all going to hear this and you're just going to go on about your day. I get it. But to the person that's listening to me right now, that's really feeling me, I know you really feeling me. You feel like I'm talking to you because I am talking to you. Yep. You've been having that feeling inside you that something is, that you have more for your life, that your breakthrough is near, and you feel it. I'm talking to you. You know exactly who I'm talking to. When you get off of here, I want you to think about one reason. You ain't got to write a list of 10, one reason on why you're not staying here. When I talk about here, whatever brought you here, to that place of sadness, to that place of blame, to that place of lack of ownership, to that place of feeling sorry for yourself, I want you to just think about one reason. And that reason got to be a real one on why you're not staying here no more with your life. That's what you got to make up your mind to. Because a made up mind is the most powerful thing in the world. Some of us have made up our mind, our life is over. And what we do, we find support and evidence of that. What you seek is what you will find. If I feel like my life is over and I feel depressed, I'm going to find reasons to make me more depressed. I'm going to get online and see the person that says, Trent, you suck. Yep, I do suck. Yep, I'm a terrible person. Yep. I can find that because I'm trying to find support and evidence to support me emotionally. And a lot of us are doing that. We have said our life is over. We have made up our mind that, we're not lovable because somebody didn't love us because we had a failed marriage. And you say, oh man, marriage isn't for me no more. Relationships aren't for me no more. And that might be true. Nothing wrong with that, by the way. Nothing wrong with singleness. I think singleness is great for some people. Nothing wrong with that when you learn how to love yourself. But some of us, we're saying that when truthfully, we really don't want to believe that. But we made up our mind. And so what do? We find support and evidence for it. So just like you can find support and evidence for a made up mind of negativity, for a made up mind of suffering, guess what? You can find support and evidence for a made up mind of greatness. You can find support and evidence for a made up mind of positivity. I promise you. You start looking, you start seeing things different. Y'all know I talk about this in Protect Your Peace. I call it a perspective shift. How you see the world. Your prison or your power. When you choose to live in a power perspective, when you see everything working for me, you see everything that's better in my life, you see everything that's pushing me forward, even the hard times. Trent, even the hard times? Yeah, even the hard times. Even losing your mama, Trent? Yep, even losing my mama. Yep, it is. Because I refuse to give meanings that destroy my life. I refuse to give meanings that suffer my soul. I refuse to give meanings to myself that don't push me towards better. I refuse because I know what the alternative is. I know what the end result of that is. I know where that journey is going to lead me to. It's going to lead me to a rock bottom that I can't get out of. So I make my perspective, my power to see everything working for me. Everything working for me. And sometimes it's hard to believe, y'all. Sometimes I battle with myself. Trent, you sure this is working for you? But I tell myself, yep, you create the meaning right now. What is this going to mean? So when I was running today and my back was tight, if you would have seen me out here, you'd be like, dang, Trent, back tight? Why Trent walking like that? Trent got to use the bathroom or something? Why Trent walking like that out here? My back was tight, right? I'm trying to get my flexibility back. And I said, this means that I'm a step closer to getting back into the running shape that I love. I could have said this means that, hey, bro, you don't need to run no more. This means you so out of shape. I could have took that meaning. But how does that meaning serve me? How does that meaning serve my confidence? Right? Any choice in life, you can decide. Any circumstance in life, you can decide. You have a choice in that. And I chose to be like, you know what? This means I'm a step closer to being who I know I can be. A made-up mind is everything. So I want everybody on this Sunday to make up your mind that you're not settling for less, to make up your mind that there's a you inside of you that you're going to meet, which is the greatest you, to make up in your mind that you're going to protect your peace, to make up in your mind you're going to live your best life. And I know, y'all, and I say this because I know what you're feeling, because I've been where you're at. I know what you're feeling. I know what some of y'all are thinking. Oh, okay, here we go, Trent, this motivational stuff. Yeah, I get you, blah, blah, blah. This ain't motivational. This transformation, this is truth. If you choose to believe it, but you've been stuck in pain so long, you forgot happiness is still an option. Hello? Whew. Somebody need to quote that one. Somebody need to write that in the chat. Some people have been stuck in pain so long, they forgot happiness is still an option. Some people have been stuck in pain so long, they forgot power is still an option. Some people have been stuck in depression so long, they forgot deliverance is still an option. It's still an option. But you got to weather the storm, baby boy, baby girl. You got to weather the storm. And I know there's a person on this live right now that's going to transform because of this message. It happens all the time. I'm going to meet you somewhere in public. You're going to come up to me and go, Trent, you remember when you had them glasses on and you were talking about making up your mind? You talking about why not? You're on that rock outside. Man, that message changed everything for me. And it's not in the words that I say, y'all. It's not just the words that I say, because I've been preaching this for the last 15 years. It's in the belief that's in your soul. And if you really grab onto it and say, why not? Why not? And you know you shift when you stop thinking first the excuse. And you think first the reason, the real reason. So if you say, why not? And your excuse is, because this person left my life. It's not a place we want to be in mentally. But if you think, why not? Shh, you're right. Why not? It is me. It's going to be me. It needs to be me. Right? If I'm going to bet on anybody, I'm going to bet on myself. If I'm going to bet on anybody, I'm going to bet on myself, and I'm going to show it. I'm going to prove it to myself. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to set up a routine for success every single morning. I'm going to get up and I'm going to set up a routine. I'm not going to even follow Trent's routine or anybody else's routine. I'm going to set up a routine that I'm going to stick to, that's going to be non-negotiable, that I know will create my happiness, that I know will create my peace, that I know will create my power. I'm going to set up a routine every single day for that. What I eat, what I do, how I move, how I work out, whatever works for you. And I know this, as I leave here today, I know I always say this, but I can't leave y'all, man, because I love y'all so much and I care about y'all so much. But think about the times in your life when you were most fulfilled and most happy. Just think about it. I did that today. I do it often. I sit back and say, man, when I was my healthiest, when I felt my happiest, because happiness is a choice. Some of us just overcomplicate it. When I felt my healthiest and my happiest, what was I doing? Who was I around? What was the conversations I was having? What was my diet like? What was my prayer life like? And every single time where I felt my best, I was doing my best. I had those things in order. See, some of us are expecting to have a life of order when we're living in a life of chaos, right? Some of us, we're expecting to have a ordered life without following ordered steps by God. Let me add that in. But some of us, we're expecting to have a life of order by living in a life of chaos. And you're not fooling nobody but yourself. And you can try to listen. Some of y'all might not feel me on this one, but I know somebody is. I'm going to say this loud enough for the people in the back. You know when your life's going to change? It's going to change when you stop giving yourself an excuse to be stuck where you're at. Well, this is what I just choose to settle for. And you really know deep down inside you want more for your life. But you say, this is what I just choose to settle for. And I've been there before, where you use that as a reason to stay where you're at, even though you know deep down inside you don't want to be where you're at. You feel conflicted about where you're at, but you say, this is okay. This is an okay life. This is fine. And you're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself. Let's be real. Some of you been lying to yourself, convincing yourself that, I'm okay with this, because you don't want to get uncomfortable. You don't want to get uncomfortable. And you convince yourself or find supporting evidence to be okay with something deep down in your soul you know you're not okay with. We got to change that. And what you got to do is you got to decide, get clear on the life that you want to live and the life that you want to lead. All right, write that down. I'm giving y'all a master class today. Write these things down. You got to get clear on the life that you want to live and the life that you want to lead. Y'all going to walk home with me. Is that cool if I stay on here a little bit longer? Is that all right? Y'all still with me? If y'all still with me, light up the chat. Let me feel your energy. Right? If y'all want me on here, just let me know. If it's getting too long, getting too boring, just let me know. But light up the chat. Share this right now. You know what I mean? If you feeling this, if I earned a share this right now. Say, Trent, I just shared it because you're bringing the fire. Let me know. Let me know if you still want me to be on here. I need everybody on here to get clear, or at least those that want to better their life, get clear on the life that you want to live and the life that you want to lead. And it's simple. Sit down today and ask yourself, what's the life that I want to live? Who am I around? When I wake up every single morning, what do I do? Do I want to take my kids to school? Do I want to have freedom to be able to go on lunch? Like, what do you want? Some of us don't even know. We don't have an idea. And so because we've been living our whole life just accepting what somebody else or this world has given us, that we forgot that we have freedom of choice. We had freedom of dream. We had freedom of imagination. You see, I'm around my girls, my baby girls, and the thing that I love about them, they imagine. And it reminds me, Trent, at some point you stop imagining, bro, and you just start accepting. At some point you stop dreaming. And I do know the mind that imagines is the mind that creates. And I know that might seem a little bit deep, and some of y'all gonna be like, oh, Trent, you lost me there, but it's true. If you look at your life, at some point you stop imagining. AKA you stop having a vision. And you just start accepting life. And you say, well, this is how it's gonna be. And you forgot that there's a life that's meant for you to live. And listen, sometimes the life that you wanna live isn't the life that God created you to live. So you gotta learn how to accept that and knowing God is leading you in a certain place in your life. But I do believe that there's a life that you can live, that you can experience peace, that you can experience power, not in a controlling way, but the power in your life to feel powerful, to change things, to shift things, to be a being that when people get around, they feel better and they want to do better because they're around you. You guys come here and I hope you feel that from me because I'm intentional with this. It's because I still imagine, I still dream. I'm about to be 40 years old in September. By the way, we have an event in Dallas. Hope y'all come to my birthday event September 21st. So mark off your calendars and everybody here. All right. But as we get older, we stop dreaming. We stop having an imagination. Our imagination suffers and we just start accepting life. And what happens is we wither away. I had a chance, with my blessed life, I have a chance to be around all people, all types of people. And I'll never forget having a conversation with an elderly person, 80 years old, that's still doing more than most 40-year-olds. And I asked this man a simple question. And he told me a simple answer. He said, Trent, I never stop imagining. Never stop imagining. And this guy was healthy. This guy was fit. This guy looked like peace. This guy looked younger than most 40-year-olds. He said, I never stop imagining. And I never just accepted the things that I didn't want to accept. And I said, wow, that's life. And he said, yes, create the life that you want to live and create the life that you want to lead. What I mean by lead, what's the example that you're setting for other people around you? For the parents in here, grandparents in here, even if you're not a parent, but specifically y'all, in this moment, for everybody, but this might touch parents a little bit more, right? You're leading a path for those following behind you. And the truth is, and what I know is true, I'm glad I had great grandparents, great parents that helped me and left me a great path. And I'm blessed. And I thank God every single day for my mama, my daddy, my grandparents, because they got it. They understood it. They understood that we're going to leave a path. It might not be the path that our grandkids are meant to go on, or, it might not be the best path, but we're going to leave a way so they don't have to figure their way out. And I can tell you right now that got instilled in me. And I promise you, something that I'm not trying to boost myself, but something that I take pride in is leaving the path, man. That's why I come on here on these lives. My great-great-grandkids going to see this someday. They're going to see what Grandpa Trent, great-great-grandpa T. Shelley used to talk about, used to believe in. When I'm long gone in the year 3001, they going to know. Because I decided to be intentional with my life. So that's what I want for you. And it's not hard. Don't make it hard. Don't think about, I know it can get overwhelming. You start thinking about all the things you need to change. No. Just decide right now how you're going to live tomorrow. Decide right now, my friend. Forget this year. Decide right now on how you're going to live tomorrow and how you're going to lead tomorrow. That's it. Just decide for tomorrow. Just give tomorrow a shot. Don't even think about this whole week. Don't think about next month. Don't even think about this quarter, this year. Just tomorrow. Can you stay honorable to what your soul needs tomorrow? That's it. Because it starts there. And that creates the motion that ignites the faith, that ignites the belief, that will shift and change your life. Because it's possible, man. Look in my eyes when I say this. It's possible. It's not just available to me, and I don't have some trick to life, and Some people call me lucky and all these things, but if you know how hard I worked for the last 15 years on myself, and I still fall short. I still struggle, y'all. This is life. I know we put a perfection on everybody. We want everybody to be perfect, the heroes that we have in our life to be perfect, but none of us are perfect. So I'm not telling you to live a perfect life. I'm not telling you to walk around with shame and guilt because you're not at where you want to be. But I try damn hard to be the best human being I can be. It's not necessary for me. It's because I want to walk into the life that I was meant to live. And the life that I'm meant to live isn't just for me. It's for y'all. It's for every soul that comes in contact with Trent Shelton. And I'm intentional with that. And every time I'm out here on my runs and I shift my energy, these messages come. That's why if you look at my catalog, my videos throughout the years, I'm always out in nature. I'm out running, talking like this. You know why? Because this is when I feel most alive. So that's what I'm telling you. Tomorrow, go for a walk. Tomorrow, if you can't walk, go sit outside on your porch. Tomorrow, decide that you're not going to stay where you're at. Maybe you think about the first move. Okay, what I need to do? Okay, yeah, that idea that I had, let me act on that idea. Let me do a little research on it. Yep. Oh, okay, I've been blaming everybody. Let me take ownership tomorrow. Let me call the person and say, hey, man, I've been putting some unfair expectations on you. I want to apologize to you. I've been expecting you to do things for my life because it was making me feel better about the things I wasn't doing. And I've been holding resentment. Maybe you have an apology to somebody, right? I don't know where each and every one you're at, but just start small and just say, tomorrow, I'm going to lead my life. And that means I'm going to live by those words. It all starts with you, and I'm going to make it real. It all starts with me, and I'm going to make it real. I want to say I'm proud of you. You know, I want to give you some compassion because I don't know what you've been through, but I know you've probably been through a lot. I know my followers. I like to call y'all supporters. I know my supporters. I know my family. I know you guys. I know why you're here. I know why I've attracted you, right? I get it. I know you're going through a lot. I know you've been through a lot, and I'm proud of you. And I just want that to be a reminder of how strong you freaking are. Like, that's what I want. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Like, everything you've been through, and you still here, everything you dealt with, everything that's come against you, everything that's trying to destroy you, and you still rose from the ashes like the phoenix. Come on. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. That's all I'm trying to get you to understand. Because when I understood that, what's a spider on me? About to turn to Spider-Man. Shoot a web. Psh. But when I understood that, that's when the shift happened for me, my friend. Like, when I really understood that, that's when the shift happened for me. And that's when the world started to figure out who this guy is with these dreads that's talking about it's rehab time, let's get it. I wish y'all just can understand and jump into my body and understand, like, what it really took. Because some people think, oh, Trent, you're so lucky, or you're just an anomaly. Like, nah, man. I just care. I care, and I'm willing to do hard things and go through hard things to make life easier for you. I've always told myself, and I want you to understand this too, I always said, man, Trent, you make sure your past pain is somebody else's future strength. You make sure your past pain, what does that mean? It means that whatever I went through in the past, I'm going to be honest and transparent and talk about it and tell you how I got through it so it can be your future strength. So you can understand, man, if Trent got through it, then I can get through it. Shit, if Trent went through it, maybe I ain't have to go through it because he shared how he got involved with that. But I want me to be an example of resilience, right? Of resilience, and say, man, Trent got that resilient spirit. I want that to be contagious to my life. So that's what I'm telling you, man. Your past pain can be somebody else's future strength. And so every time I'm going through something that's unfavorable, that I don't want to go through, I say, well, somebody else gonna need this down the line, and at least I can help them. How big I've helped since my mom died, helping them with grief, millions of people. Not saying that I wanted that gift of losing my mom, and I say gift, and I know that seems crazy to say, but my mother's in a better place. My mother is pain-free. My mother is living a life that she always wanted. I know my mom. She wasn't afraid of death. I know her. We've had conversations since I was a baby. And so I say the gift of losing my mom, because really I gained an angel. So an angel that's working through me every single day. But because of that, that past pain has now become people's future strength. People have seen me go through my journey the last few years. People have been inspired by it. They've seen it, not by my words, but just by my resilience. It's been ugly. It hasn't been beautiful. It's been challenging. But people have seen me get through it. And they said, man, like, Trent really about that. Like, I've watched this stuff, but dang, he really be pushing through stuff. And so many people have hit me up when they lost a parent or mother or father. And they said, Trent, because of your journey and how you dealt with your mom's passing and how you shared and was open, you didn't hide it from us. Man, you gave me so much encouragement and so much information and just so much grace, man, to be able to get through my situation. You know, so everything holds purpose if you just take time to see it. If you take time to see it, and I think that's what life is about. It's about getting the purpose out of everything. I really think that's what life is about. So I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for walking with me today. If you guys love when I go live like this, when I be out here on my runs and just pressing live, I feel like the energy is different. I feel I'm connected with y'all more, and it might just be me because my endorphins are high. I got some dopamine hits in my body. But I just feel like this is rehab time. I feel like this is how we've always started. And so if you would like this, just type in the chat. Make sure you like this. Make sure you share this. If you're going to show up with me, I can't always give an exact time because I'm not a programmed human being. You know what I mean? Like, I got to go off my spirit and my energy. But I promise to show up, you know, pretty much daily because I'm going to be out here on my runs daily, getting back to me. Because I made a promise and a commitment to myself. When I turn 40, I'm going to be Rambo Trent. I'm taking a photo shoot too and I'm posting it. Don't y'all be judging it. I don't want to hear people online talking about, why you posting that? Nope, I'm already doing it. I'm posting my Rambo shoot. I'm doing it. I'm letting y'all know right now. September 21st, Rambo. All right, it ain't gonna be kinky or nothing like that, but I'm gonna be Rambo. Yep, you're gonna see me, Black Rambo. I'm doing it, I'm telling y'all right now. So I'm actually gonna start a running club, I think, in Dallas, Fort Worth. People can come run with me for free. Just come kick it with me. So I'm tired of running by myself. So I don't know, still thinking about that. What up, Lakin? So I would love that with y'all, if y'all good with that. But I'm back at the house. But make sure you turn on notifications. So anytime I go live, it's like, Trent, I know you go live. Just turn on notifications right now. Go on my page, hit the notification bell, put every time Trent posts or go live, and it's going to send you a notification. You know what I mean? And that's it. Share this for me if you want to. I love you. I appreciate you. Thanks for your energy. Thanks for your time. Thanks for all the star senders. Thanks for all the shares, all the comments. And thank y'all for riding with me for so long, man. Some of y'all been here since 2008, and y'all ain't tired of me yet. So I appreciate you, and I love you. But like I always tell you, it all starts with you. It's rehab time. Let's get it. Protect your peace. Yeah.